Hello and welcome to ETA 56 Days, Tools for an Empowered Mindset. We are on day 42 days to go, and I want to talk to you about giving versus getting. Now, before you turn me off, I understand I have been a very generous, very giving soul all of my life. And there have definitely been times on my spiritual journey where I kept hearing that, be of service, give. And there were definitely times where that really irked me because I was so disappointed. And I felt like if that was the magic potion to me getting what I'm wanting, for law of attraction to bring to me what I'm desiring, then I would already have it a long time ago because I've been such a giving soul. But giving also means giving to yourself. And if you follow Abraham-Hicks at all, they actually say it has to start with you giving to yourself. There's nothing more important than that I feel good. And what they mean with that is tend to your own alignment, your own vibration, your own happiness first, because otherwise you have nothing to give. Now, if you think about when you are most influential, when you have the most influence over other people in your life, it's really when you're in a great state, when you feel empowered, when you feel happy, when you feel joyful, when you're giving, when you give love, when just everything in your beingness just streams this empowered feeling mindset. That's when you're most influential, and that's when you can have a positive impact on others. It's actually even the same with receiving. I'm sure you can remember a time when someone was really sweet to you. Maybe your mate, gave you a great gift or came home and was just really, really sweet or gave you a compliment. And in that moment, you were just in such a funk that you couldn't even receive it. And you just said something snide back to totally negate what he just did for you. And in the same moment, you catch yourself going, oh my gosh, that was really rude of me. I can't believe that I responded in that way because he was actually trying to be really sweet. So that's an example of where you didn't tend to your own happiness, your own alignment, and you weren't in a state where you were able to receive something someone else had to offer for you. So that really speaks for what can I give to myself in this moment and every day of your life in order to find that connection, that alignment first. Now, the second part to this giving versus getting was really, I was watching a YouTube video where Abraham was talking to someone and they were telling him to shift his mindset from switching it from what am I getting, what is coming to me, what am I attracting, to what am I sending out. And in that moment, it just kind of clicked with me and I had this aha moment like, oh my gosh, I never thought about this in that way. And even though it's kind of the same thing, it helps you to look at it from a different perspective. And for me, I'm a very visual person. And so usually when I think about law of attraction, I think about, okay, what am I attracting to me? What is coming to me? What am I getting? When I switched my mindset to thinking, what am I sending out? What are the vibrations I'm sending out? What is the energy that I'm sending out? Because remember, whatever you send out is also what you bring in. So it's the same exact energy, but just for me thinking about it the reverse order, not what am I attracting? What vibration do I have to be in order to attract this thing, which is outside of me and I have no control over? Once I switched my mindset to what am I sending out, what vibration and what energy am I sending out, I felt like I had more control over it. So, for example, if you want more money, for me it was a matter of, well, right now I don't have any money. How can I give more money? How can I give what I want to receive? And you can also think of it in a more general way, abundance. I would like to have more abundance in my life. So how do I give? How do I send out more abundance, the feeling of abundance? Well, we're all abundant in something. There's always something that you can give. It doesn't have to be money, even if you want to attract in money. It can be an abundance of time, or your presence, or your whatever you feel like you have and you enjoy to give to others. Can you spend the afternoon with your friend and listen or do something that he's been wanting to do for a long time? Can you be present at your kid's soccer game and just give abundantly of your time in that moment? What is it that you enjoy giving abundantly? As we're talking about time already, that's a lot of times something that I want more of is time. And for me, I was like, well, how can I give more time, even to myself? How can I give myself more time? Well, get creative. What can you delegate? What responsibilities can you give to someone else? Look at your schedule. Is this really everything on your schedule? Do you really have to do this? Is there something that you said yes to that maybe you shouldn't have said yes to? How can you in the future make sure that you focus more on what is really most beneficial to you and to the people who are most dear in your life right now, so that you don't overcommit? Or, like I said, delegate. Find an empowered team around you who can start taking care of some of these things for you. Also, something that always helps me to create the illusion of more time in my head is to take more time for a certain activity. For example, giving myself like 5 or 10 more minutes to get to work in the morning makes me feel like I have more time, because then I'm not like pushing it to the last minute, oh my gosh, there's another red light, I gotta go, I'm in a hurry. So then I'm always in the state of I'm in a hurry, versus if I leave 10 minutes earlier, then I'm sitting in the car going, oh, I'll make it there easily, no problem. That feeling is so different, and then I'm in that vibration of I've got time, I'm doing well. The same with, they say it's time to meditate when you have no time to meditate. So whenever you catch yourself with your mind racing going, I don't have enough time, there's so much stuff to do, I'm overwhelmed, take a 3 to 5 minute break. I know you're going to feel like you don't have the time. Take the time. Set yourself an alarm and just focus on your breathing. Start to slow down your breathing. Focus on your heart. Focus on something that calms you down. Maybe ocean waves, whatever you feel calms you down and gets you to slow down. Think of something beautiful. Think of something that melts your heart. Think of something that you would really enjoy in your life, and just start to slow down your breathing. You will be amazed at how much better you feel after just that brief 3 to 5 minutes. And you know what? That helps your focus, and that a lot of times helps you to actually get more done because you are more focused. And then the last example I wanted to give you for this tool of giving versus getting. When we feel lonely or not appreciated or not loved by our partner or someone who is important to us in life, think about switching it the other way. How can I give more love? How can I show more love? How can I be more in that vibration of love? How can I give myself more love? What is it that I'm wanting? What is it that I'm needing? What would I like to hear? And then don't say to your partner, oh, you should really say these things to me because that's what I need to hear to feel loved. Figure out what he needs. Figure out how he feels loved. Figure out what he wants to hear. And you will see, once you give, he will also want to give. It's just our natural inclination to do that. We want to be so giving, and it's just the extra bonus of whenever you give, you are in that vibration. You are then matching that vibration. And then guess what? That is what you'll get back. And I want to close this with a cute little fun story. I was getting an angel card reading, and it was a rather lengthy reading. It was like a 3-hour reading, and it was by love donation, and I decided to give him $111. I love numbers, and so I just gave him 111, 111. Maybe it wasn't quite 3 hours, but it was a long session, and I thought it was appropriate, and I love the number 111, so that's what I gave him. And as I was placing this money in his hands, he just bowed his head, and he was like, "May it return to you 1,000-fold." And in that moment, I felt so rich and so abundant and so appreciated, and it just felt so good to give. And just, I was like, anytime I think of that, anytime I think of giving, I'm like, may it return to you 1,000-fold. And it just feels incredible. So maybe it will feel great to you too, to kind of have that in your mind, that I'm not just sending energy out, but it feels amazing to give to myself and also to give to others. Let me know what you think. Let me know if that shift in mindset had any kind of significance for you. And I will see you tomorrow on ETA 56 Days.